Guys, leave everything where they do, listen to Rufai Oseni. The guy make mad sense for you.
I am not comfortable with the narrative the government is putting out there as regards this 5% surcharge. And there are many things I'd like to debunk this morning. Since we returned to democracy, the argument of, oh, the law has been on before, it's a firmer law and all of that, yes, valid, but I also want to puncture the argument, and I'll take you back historically. In 2003, Olusegun Obasanjo increased petroleum prices from 23 naira to about 40 naira. Labour kicked against it. And Olusegun Obasanjo talked about a petrol tax. The petrol tax, he said then, was to be able to cushion the effect of subsidy. So he claimed that he had removed some portion of the petrol subsidy, so it amounted to about $2 billion US dollars then, and that tax of 1 naira, 1.5 naira as of 2003 on every liter of petrol sold was to be able to pay for the subsidies that they are graduating and gradually easing out. President Tinubu were part of those that kicked against it. Labour kicked against it. They went on strike. After the strike, they finally agreed on 34 naira per liter. The petrol subsidy, the first time they talked about it in early 2000, was to be, the petrol tax was to be able to pay for subsidy. But they have put it in the bill this time around. And why I'm against TUC is that, and honestly, I think Labour and Labour unions in Nigeria should have a research department that at least checks most of these laws and scrutinizes them, so that it's not when the media is reporting it, they are now coming in retrospect to look at it. If they had had a research department that scrutinized most of this law, they would have pointed it out when the tax debate was going on. Yep. So for me, their arguments now is like medicine after death is not valid. But the point I'm trying to make is this. Olusegun Obasanjo introduced the petrol tax then to be able to pay subsidies. Today, President Tinubu has said subsidy gone, despite the fact that after saying subsidy gone, he still pays subsidy till September 2024. So when they say subsidy was gone then, the NNPC was lying to themselves, government was lying to themselves then, subsidy was being paid. And now, NNPC's claim that 7 trillion is the worth of that subsidy paid in the course of 1 year, while they were lying to themselves that subsidy was gone. So now that they finally said subsidy is gone, you are now telling Nigerians, after you told Nigerians that once you remove subsidy, the savings on the subsidy will be used to build roads and build everything and all of that. Now you're not telling Nigerians that after you said subsidy is gone and you promised them that the savings will be used to do road infrastructure and everything, you are not telling them to now pay an extra tax to now do those roads you claimed before that the subsidy that was removed will be used to do. To make the argument more interesting, the government is now telling us that out of the close to 200,000 kilometers of road we have, about 60,000 kilometers are tarred, and we have an infrastructure deficit we need to fix. Really interesting argument. I applaud you for that argument. But this government also forgot that Minister Umahi came out to say that 15 trillion will be enough to fix all the pre-existing projects of roads that have not been done. But guess what this government used the 15 trillion to do? You went to start a new road called the Coastal Road, which we all spoke about. Or you can say, okay, it has been in the works for over 40 years. You started that new road when you could have easily used that 15 trillion to fix all the existing roads you have before you started a new road of about close to how many kilometers? Over 700 kilometers. And that's why yesterday, when I was talking about cost-benefit analysis, a lot of people thought I was joking. You had the chance, even if you had that money somewhere, which I know the government did not have to expend, but you could have taken out facilities to be able to fix the pre-existing road. We would have applauded the government. But you went ahead, you started a new road that's incurring a lot of cost, and you leave the other ones, and you say you're going to tax Nigerians, a 5% tax on petrol.